Hello, my name is Anya Vito. I'm making this video to discuss the inequalities that immigrant women face that invoke domestic violence. I've been given permission to present this in video format because I am one of many who suffer from social anxiety. Because Canada is a place that is considered to be a cultural melting pot, it has become a country that skilled workers from developing countries aspire to be a part of. According to the International Labour Office and the International Migration Branch, the majority of people that were under the economic immigration category were men who are initiating their families' move to Canada. Of the people who submitted applications to become Canadian residents, 55.3% of the applicants were under the family class, following their spouses from the economic class. Unfortunately, women who are sponsored by their spouse who have economic class are manipulated and taken advantage of due to their lack of status and unfamiliarity in their new home. Husbands of immigrant women can manipulate and control their wives by withholding access to education to learn English or French, the two official and most widely used languages of Canada. This confines the space she can explore without having a language barrier greatly. Throughout history, globalization has increased the amount of immigration into Canada. Immigration policies have given men more opportunities to maintain control over their spouses. If a family member that resides in Canada under the economic class is sponsoring the woman, that also gives them the ability to unsponsor the woman, sending them back to their origin country. This threat can be used to control and make sure a woman behaves as he sees fit. Many of the countries that these women are coming from have socialized them to believe that they do not have the freedoms to do things without their spouse's blessing. In addition to this injustice, the cultures of these immigrant women would not have them bring attention to their dysfunctional or abusive household. The women do not want to bring shame or embarrassment to their family by letting others know that their family is facing internal issues of this caliber. The cultures that many immigrant women are a part of consider the compliant behavior of spouses to be a norm. If a woman was to disobey their spouse and talk about the abuse experience, she would be considered deviant and could be punished severely. For example, some spouses will spread rumors, convincing others to believe that the women make poor mothers or wives, thereby threatening to separate and alienate the woman from their own cultural circle within their community. Canada is taking action to reduce the number of abuse victims among Canadian women and immigrant women in Canada by opening a domestic violence court in Surrey, BC. Executive Director of the Surrey Women's Centre, Sonia Boyce, says domestic violence cases need to be handled differently than others. The Safety of Immigrant, Refugee, and Non-Status Women project supported by EVA BC, with Mosaic and Vancouver Lower Mainland Multicultural Family Support Services, created 8 provincial briefing notes, 6 federal briefing notes, a literature review, annotated bibliography, and a focus group summary. In 2005, India introduced a new law that would help protect women from domestic violence, known as the Protection of Women Against Domestic Violence Act. This law enables women to be in control and have the power over their situations. She is no longer forced through interrogations to see if she is telling the truth. The police are there as soon as women request help. Having this law in India can help future women who move to Canada and experience domestic violence by pre-exposing them to having control over situations and the lack of control that they would otherwise be ignorant to and helpless against. The women affected by the new law will have been exposed to support before their friends or family and that have already been through domestic violence. By educating women before they enter Canada, they will better understand the status and control that they can potentially have if they come forward to police about their situation. To summarize, globalization over time has led to increases in immigration, and as a result, immigration policies that give men the ability to maintain control over their spouses have caused a dramatic increase in domestic violence against immigrant women, wherein women are mistreated and taken advantage of because of their lack of knowledge towards their situation. Even today, these women are completely helpless against their situation.